Um, Hi, my name's Nee, and I knew someone who had a very different way of looking at life than I did. And once we talked about it, we were in Paris. I really like Paris. So we were in Paris and we talked about it, and we agreed on the fact that my way of looking at life could be labeled as innocent until proven guilty, and their way of looking at life could be labeled as guilty until proven innocent. What this means is for that person, in order for them to understand, respect, and fully love somebody, they would that person would need to earn that respect, love, understanding. But for me, it was something that I gave by default because on the basis of the fact that they were human. And this person said that it's not very optimal way of life anymore, like my policy on life, because we live in a very unjust world, and we live in a very cruel world, if we're being honest, and everyone is looking out for their best interest and nobody's really looking out for you at the end of the day. So you need to adapt as a human being. um and I often think about what they said, and sometimes I think, well, what if they were right? But then there's other times where I think, no, they were definitely not right. They were definitely not right. And I don't know, maybe it's a mix of both. Maybe it's like a little bit of this and a whole little bit of that, or the other way around. But I don't know, I've been thinking about this a lot recently. Um, but I do think that people deserve that base level of love, kindness, respect, simply because they're human. And I think the base level is pretty high, actually. I don't even know if it's base level. I think it should be really high. But then again, on the other hand, we live in a very, very, very unjust world.